A Disappointed Woman by Lucy Stone. The last speaker alluded to this movement as being that of a few disappointed women. From the first years to which my memory stretches, I have been a disappointed woman. When with my brothers I reached forth after the sources of my knowledge, I was reproved with, "It isn't fit for you, it doesn't belong to women." Then there was but one college in the world where women were admitted, and that was in Brazil. I would have made my way there, but by the time I was prepared to go, one was opened in the young state of Ohio, the first in the United States where women and Negroes could enjoy opportunities with white men. I was disappointed when I came to seek a profession worthy an immortal being. Every employment was closed to me, except those of the teacher, the seamstress, and the housekeeper. In education, in marriage, in religion, in everything, disappointment is the lot of woman. And it shall be the business of my life to deepen this disappointment in every woman's heart, until she bows down to it no longer. I wish that women, instead of being walking showcases, instead of begging of their fathers and their brothers the latest and gayest new bonnet, would ask of them their rights. The question of women's rights is a practical one. The notion has prevailed that it was only an ephemeral idea, that it was but women claiming the right to smoke cigars in the streets and to frequent barrooms. Others have supposed it a question of comparative intellect, others still of sphere. Too much has already been said and written about women's sphere. Trace all the doctrines back to their source, and they will be seen to have no usage in the basages and prejudices of the age. This is seen in the fact that what is tolerated in women in one country is not tolerated in another. In this country, women may hold prayer meetings, etc. But in Mohammedan countries, it is written upon their mosque. Women and dogs and other impure animals are not permitted to enter. Wendell Phillips says, "The best and greatest thing one is capable of doing, that is his sphere." I have confidence in the Father to believe that when he gives us the capacity to do anything, he does not make a blunder. Leave women then to find their sphere, and do not tell us before we are born even that our province is to cook dinners, darn stockings, and sew on buttons. We are told woman has all the rights she wants, and even women, I am ashamed to say, tell us so. They mistake the politeness of men for rights, seats while men stand in the hall tonight, and their adulations. But these are mere courtesies. We want rights. The flour merchant, the house builder, and the postman charge us no less on the account of our sex. But when we endeavor to earn money to pay all these, then indeed we find the difference. Women working in tailor shops are paid 1/3 as much as men. Someone in Philadelphia has stated that women make fine shirts for 12.5 cents a piece, and that no woman can make more than 9 a week. And the sum thus earned, after deducting rent, fuel, etc., leaves her just 3.5 cents a day for bread. Female teachers in New York are paid $50 a year, and for every situation there are 500 applicants. I know not what you believe of God, but I believe he gave yearnings and longings to be filled, and that he did not mean all our time should be devoted to feeding and clothing the body. The present condition of woman causes a horrible perversion of the marriage relation. It is asked of a lady, has she married well? Oh yes, her husband is rich. Woman must marry for a home, and you men are the sufferers by this. For a woman who loathes you may marry you, because you have the means to get money which she cannot have. But when woman can enter the list with you and earn money for herself, she will marry you only for deep and earnest affection. A woman undertook in Lowell to sell shoes to ladies. Men laughed at her, but in 6 years she has run them all out and has a monopoly of the trade. Miss Sarah Tyndall, whose husband was an importer of China and died bankrupt, continued his business, paid off his debts, and has made a fortune, and built the largest China warehouse in the world. Mrs. Tyndall herself drew the plan of her warehouse, and it is the best plan ever drawn. A laborer to whom the architect showed it to said, "Don't she know e'en as much as some men?" I have seen a woman working at manual labor, turning out chair legs in a cabinet shop, with a dress short enough not to drag in the shavings. I wish other women would imitate her in this. The widening of a woman's sphere is to improve her lot. Let us do it. If the world scoff, let it scoff. If it sneer, let it sneer. But we will go on emulating the Sisters Grimke and Abby Kelly. When they first lectured against slavery, they were not listened to as respectfully as you listen to us. So, the first female physician meets many difficulties, but to the next, the path will be made easy.